Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. So we got XRP on the hourly, guys. After the pump yesterday when XRP went up to about 18 cents, it came back down to about 17, then right back up again to almost 18.179. Now trading at 0.173, but guys, this looks to me like, at least on the shorter time frame, it is forming a double top, which means I think it's going to continue downward. I think that perhaps we saw a bit of a psych out here. So I'm doing this video before the stock market is opening, and we really have to see where the market goes this morning. And I think that'll really dictate where we will see XRP price, where we will see BTC price, because you got to remember Bitcoin is doing the same thing, and XRP is just following Bitcoin at this moment in time. And the rest of the crypto market is just following the beat of Bitcoin's drum. So right now, Bitcoin trading at about 66.55, only up 0.41%. Ethereum up 0.6% and XRP up 8.14%. So XRP clearly the big mover in the last 24 hours. I saw this on Twitter from Sarah at XRP_Sal. Ripple and Coinbase get license exemption in Singapore for a limited period of time. And it's not only Ripple and Coinbase. I believe there are some other firms that are included in this as well. Yes, Binance, a number of crypto firms, including Ripple and Coinbase and Binance, have been granted an exemption from holding a license in Singapore for a limited period. The Monetary Authority of Singapore announced the news on Wednesday, saying that Ripple Labs Singapore, Coinbase Singapore, Binance Asia Services, and others can provide specific payment services under exemptions. All the three firms, for instance, can provide digital payment token services until July 28th, 2020. The exemption will cease after that date, as they all are required to submit a licensing application for their services by then. Now, I don't know if this has to do with the beer flu, with the pandemic that's going around the globe. However, a suspension is going to be good for cryptocurrency adoption over the next few months. You know, if there's more relaxed guidelines with regards to crypto utilization in Singapore, in this example, will we see more people start using these crypto services, and therefore will they be able to prove their benefits and thus result in more real world adoption? And guys, Singapore is just one country. What if more countries follow suit with this idea? So other firms such as BitGo Singapore and Gemini Trust Company can also provide account issuance service, domestic money transfer service, and inward cross-border money transfer service until January 28th. 2021. So this is specifically geared towards payment services, in this case cross-border money transfer, and we know Ripple on the list. That is their number one business, cross-border money transfer, at least at the moment. So this is really good for Ripple in particular, the crypto atmosphere as a whole. So thanks so much, Sarah, for posting that. And Dr. Kryptonite here on Twitter posted this: Working Money, one more proof that XRP will be a life-changing opportunity. Guys, you know the Simpsons has a bit of a knack to predicting the future. Well, this was posted 3 years ago in 2017. It shows Mr. Burns getting a card that allows him to live like a king and buy anything with no limit. And so you're seeing this logo here. It's a Segwit logo, but also could be the TenX logo. And I believe that these guys are indeed, Simpsons just showed Mr. Burns getting a card that allowed him to live like a king. Right, I just read that. But yes, USDX, an XRP-based stablecoin, is developed by Kava Labs. So this does have an XRP connection in there with it. Just thought that was kind of fun to show you guys. If you hadn't seen it already, I know it's a bit old now. This from 2017 once again, but it is going to show you what direction we're kind of moving, right? Crypto adoption and the rules surrounding crypto adoption, possibly being fast-tracked in countries like Singapore with a temporary exemption of holding a license. This from Crypto Wolf at XRP Crypto Wolf on Twitter. Tech Mahindra and Singapore's DBS Bank partnered using R3/4's Marco Polo for conducting cross-border payments. So the IT subsidiary of Indian conglomerate Mahindra Group has become the first Indian business to use R3's blockchain-based Marco Polo network for conducting cross-border transactions. It said the platform had resulted in faster reconciliation and ambiguity resolution, as well as a significant reduction of paperwork and time required for the entire transaction cycle. Tech Mahindra partnered with Singapore's DBS Bank, which facilitated the transactions and acted as the company's leading trade bank. Inc. The parties used the Marco Polo receivables discounting product, which is designed to help companies optimize their working capital, improve liquidity, and mitigate credit risk. So this guy's aimed to streamline international trade, and we know the network is built on R3's open source blockchain platform, which also has the capability to settle in XRP, and we know when it has to deal with cross-border transactions, they are likely going to use that mechanism, or at least it would be to their benefit to use that mechanism, because it will settle instantaneously. Guys, I saw this from Lord Lionel, and this was an interesting question. What if the G20 all decide to use Ethereum and JPM coin and abandon their sovereign fiat, and cash is retired? This is a possible scenario. Large part of FX risk would go there, would only be the fiat outside the G20. Now that's a scary thought, not good for XRP. So he posts this article here. A few people have been chiming in though on Twitter. Real XRP Boy points out, Lionel, are you feeling okay, buddy? Take a deep breath, stick to the fundamentals you've learned in the last 2.5 years. And don't let your brain wander. The beauty of XRP is and always has been that it's an open source, neutral, counterparty free crypto. End of story. And he posts here something that Chris Larson wrote back in 2016. One of the strongest features of XRP is that it's an independent digital asset, so it has the potential to be truly universal. And, I think a lot of us tend to forget that too. When you have other cryptocurrencies that are linked to some kind of national entity, like any kind of stablecoin obviously was created by a country for a country to be the currency of that country. In the case of JPM coin, obviously it was created by JP Morgan to provide solutions benefiting JP Morgan. At least that would be my opinion of it. Maybe somebody else has a different opinion of that. But XRP is truly universal. Here Chris Larson writes, asking who needs Ripple and the Internet of Value is like asking who needs the internet. Once you know all that it can do, the answer becomes very apparent. I love these quotes. One of the strongest features of XRP is that it's an independent digital asset. I think that's the same one as this one. It's almost the same quote. So it's an independent digital asset, so it has the potential to be truly universal. Green Eggs and Sam down here responds, wow, the big link. They had a meeting scheduled to talk about Ethaler. That must mean that the Federal Reserve is going to issue its CBDC on the Ethereum blockchain as an ERC token. Really, guys? And I mean, a lot of this is friendly banter. First of all, I got to say thanks so much, Lord Lionel, for posting this. It's always good to open your mind up to different possibilities. It's, it's never good to just assume that any one potential company or any one potential cryptocurrency has it in the bag. So it's always good to question things. But Doug Fascio here on Twitter posted this. I was going to get to this. So this is Vitalik Buterin, okay? The creator of Ethereum. And he said we should put resources towards proper, trustless, serverless, maximally Uniswap-like UX. So Ethereum to BTC. Decentralized exchange. It's embarrassing that we still can't easily move between the two largest crypto ecosystems trustlessly. He goes on to say we should be building DEX bridges between Ethereum and other crypto ecosystems. I've talked to the people at Zcash, though I think we can both work harder to translate the talk into action. Would love to see more. Well, guess who chimes in here, fully confident that Ripple can do it? It's Ashish Burla saying, could be an interesting thing for the Interledger to potentially tackle. And guys, this is a very important point. The Interledger, DLT, right? The XRP ledger can handle so many different possibilities. This is why governments are eyeing it. Financial institutions, banks want to use it. It's just a matter of the crypto regulations. Ashish Burla seems very confident that Ripple could definitely tackle this problem and be successful at it. I don't think he'd be mentioning it on Twitter unless he was. I'm also really wondering how the economy is going to look in 2 or 3 months, right? When we've been 2 or 3 months into this pandemic, how are the markets going to look? And will governments take a page out of Singapore's handbook and decide, you know what, either we fast track this regulation or we just let it be the Wild West for the time being until this pandemic passes. Then we put in the measures to kind of rein it in, to kind of regulate it. Will that allow for cryptocurrency to soar? Hey, look, I never thought I'd see a pandemic in my lifetime, and that's happening right now. So I think anything's possible, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.